What's up guys, Nolan here, and with Tarkov being as difficult as it can be sometimes, it's nice to get a helping hand from BSG every once in a while. This next patch, patch 12.8, has now easily at least tied the easiest patch in the game's history, referring to the addition of the flea market a while back that completely opened up the economy. Once we actually get to play with these new features coming in 12.8, I think it will sweeten up Tarkov significantly and really open up the game for new players. The biggest changes I'm talking about are the compass, the sort button, free therapist heals up to level 5, UI changes for everything from medical to weapon modification and more. Possibly the most annoying thing to get over when first learning the game with your friends is map knowledge. We all remember the utter confusion that came from our first fight with our friends and not understanding where the shots were coming from and who to shoot at. That experience is going to be practically a thing of the past if everyone brings a compass. As long as there's at least one competent player who knows the map still alive in the squad, map knowledge is not as important anymore because you will all be on the same page for direction. There's no more random confusing callouts. It's a very simple tap and hold of the U key, and then you call out the exact direction to the degree. The sort button speaks for itself. New players won't have to get overwhelmed with the crowded and confusing stashes. They just click a button and they will have everything organized by type. The free heals up to level 5 won't heal the mental wounds of the gear that you just lost with that death, but it is a nice feature for the new players who struggle to get sufficient meds and cash when starting out. There's significant UI changes coming to every aspect of the game. In Raid, you will be able to see specifically not only what limb is injured, but a general estimation of how damaged it is based on the same color spectrum that we have now, but now you will see it on your screen as you fight instead of having to tab out to your health bar. We'll be able to see our friends now in the lobbies ahead of a raid to help out new players with their gear or just coordinate better on playstyles. Last but most certainly not least, with these UI changes, the days of confusing weapon modding is over. Most Tarkov vets see this as a rite of passage to understand how to smoothly move from weapon to weapon, building however you want and knowing what goes where. But again, those days are going to be gone starting with 12.8. While in your stash, you will get a visual cue to what part goes where on each weapon based on what you are currently holding. So if you click drag and then hold a red dot, for example, then the scope option will glow green on the weapon. If it's something small like a PK06, then you'll see green for that scope, while the canted sight that's also there will glow yellow because you can combine the two. And this is going to be the same across the board for absolutely every single weapon part in the game. Possibly my most favorite quality of life improvement coming with 12.8 is that now in your presets menu while you are building new guns, you will just need to hover over a part to see what it changes in the weapon stats instead of having to actually click and attach that part. This is going to make it way faster to actually move and see what attachments do the best for what gun. Those are just the easy things that we got from the patch notes, while there's dozens of other changes and fixes that we will need to see in game to fully understand. So if you have some friends who gave up on Escape from Tarkov because of the sheer confusion, or even you yourself got annoyed by it all, patch 12.8 will for sure be the patch to try it out again. On top of all of these, there were improvements to the netcode and loads of bug fixes around movement and AI behavior too, which should really soften your fallback as well. For those of you thinking that BSG might have gone soft on us, it's actually good that they're softening us up right now, because with every update they give, it's sounding more and more like we're in for some massive changes come patch 12.9, which for those who don't know, they'll be trying for weapon malfunctions and the new custom vest and armor system, which on top of the fact that it could be a wipe as well, will easily be the biggest change the game's undergone over one patch ever. So if you're someone who needs it, get the practice in now while you still can. That's going to do it for today, guys, but if you need more Tarkov content in your life, including the latest news, you can check out my playlists for it here. If you like this video, then you know the drill. I really appreciate the people who do. Otherwise, I hope you at least learned something, and I also hope you have a nice day. See you guys.